Hello once again. So yesterday I spoke about the book of Lamentations, and today I wanted to mention another book from my Western position of privilege I've struggled to appreciate over the years. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. It starts with these words: "Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun? A generation goes and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever." Now that Hebrew term hebel, which is translated as vanity, refers to basically a mist or a vapour or mere breath. It's a metaphor for something that is fleeting or elusive that you can't grab hold of. It appears 5 times in this verse alone and 29 other verses in the book of Ecclesiastes. So I think you can get the gist of what Ecclesiastes is about. It's a book that asks the question, what is the point? That small word but big question, why? What is the meaning of life? Why am I here? What does it mean for me to be truly human? Good question. When talking to individuals about what they are passionate about, what is it that motivates them to get up in the morning, the most common response that I hear has something to do with family, raising children, in order to raise children, in order for them to raise children, in order for them to raise... Sorry, am I boring you? Now, there's nothing wrong in any of that. Raising families is indeed a great privilege, and I just love being a father and now a grandfather, a papa. It's a great privilege, of course, unless you are single, unless you are unable to have children, because if that is the motivation of life, then for a vast number of people, sadly, that means they're unfulfilled. Now, I cannot accept that. I cannot believe that that is right. I cannot believe that just raising children is the point of life. There has to be more than that. Now, I've recently been digging holes in my garden. And as I was digging holes, it occurred to me that if I employed someone to dig a hole and then I employed somebody else the next day to fill it in, and the day after that I employed someone to dig a hole, and the day after that somebody else to fill it in, we could have a job creation scheme that went on forever. But what would be the point? And that is exactly my point. What is the point? Now, I've always believed that there was more to the point of life than just existing for the sake of existing. Ecclesiastes, the book, makes us face up to that question. There must be more to life than this. In truth, I don't know that Ecclesiastes comes up with a conclusive answer. I do suspect it's slightly different for each one of us in any case. But it does say this at the end. It says, "The end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment with every secret thing, whether good or evil." Basically, trust God, do what he tells you to do, and allow him to work it out. Now, the one thing I am convinced of is that this world, as it currently is not our final destination. The New Testament tells us of a resurrection to come. After this body is worn out, that we will be raised to a new life, to rule and to reign with Jesus, where we can continue the work that God has started in us on the earth, as we rule and reign with him throughout eternity. By the way, I don't think that it is sitting on a cloud playing a harp, as some cartoonists might depict, but something even more amazing and exciting than all that this world has to offer. Finally bringing an end to our global need to lament. Finally bringing an end to all of our vanity. Releasing us fully into the purposes of God, in order that what we start now will continue throughout all eternity. So, start well, because I want you to finish well.